Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is a paid request from Shawn. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And Shawn, one of the commentaries he requested was for me to do a commentary on The Exorcist. Which, this would be a popular video because I'm not really a fan of this movie. To be honest, the only one I liked is the third one. I do not think this is a bad film. It's just not a film that does anything for me. And sometimes there's films like that. It's not because I don't like older horror or classic horror. I love Jaws. I love George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. I love Alien. I like Halloween. I really like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So I'll even say I like the Amityville Horror original more than this. This one never jived with me. I love the third one. Brad Dourif, George C. Scott, love their powerhouse performances. Love the way William Peter Blatty directed that one. This, we'll get to it. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. The Exorcist. In red. Oh, there's a William Friedkin intro at the beginning of the special edition. Film about the mystery of faith. So sorry, I just skipped through the 2 minute. What? Rest in peace, William Friedkin, by the way. Okay, so after that, I'm paused at the beginning. See, it's been forever. I got this DVD because I was trying to collect stuff back in the day of DVDs. I don't really do that anymore. Okay, I'm paused at the beginning. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. We have the Warner Bros. Logo coming up. Now, this is the 25th anniversary edition. A William Friedkin film. Well, if I think William Friedkin movies, my favorite is The Hunted with Benicio del Toro and Tommy Lee Jones. That's my favorite of his. I actually really like the film Jade, especially the director's cut. That's only on VHS. I thought it had a bit of a better ending. With Dave Caruso and Michael Biehn. I Don't Mind To Live and Die in LA. I would say I like The French Connection more than this. Again, I do not think this is a bad film. Exorcist Believer, that's a bad film. Exorcist 2, which, funny enough, another person requested a commentary on that one. So I'll probably try to do both of these today. Makes you wonder, is anyone on request 3 or Rennie Harlan's film, The Beginning? Northern Iraq. If you do, feel free. I'll do the best I can. But yeah, William Friedkin sadly passed away this year. Of course, you could make the joke. He saw the trailer to Believer and died from embarrassment. But I mean, maybe he did. I don't know how he died. But William Friedkin, definitely a solid filmmaker. But yeah, my favorite is always The Hunted. This is the Iraq version of Gallipoli. They found something, small pieces. Maybe Indiana Jones will be there. Find it. Or is it Max von Sydow, another guy who sadly has passed away? He was in a little bit of the sequel, even though he didn't really want to be in it. And he's done a lot of stuff. Needful Things. I'm not big on that movie, but he did give a good performance. It's pretty much the devil. Voice of Vigo, the Carpathian, and Ghostbusters 2. Done a lot of stuff. Very good, accomplished actor. Well, I mean, it's a lot better than that fucking bottle cap in Alien vs. Predator, where they found that. And again, I wanted to reiterate, I do not think this is a bad film. It's just, sometimes there are films that just don't gel with you. Again, the third one, I think just because of George C. Scott playing a cop, so that's something I'm more interested in, and then his back and forth with Brad Dourif are just a great acting milestone between the two. And again, when Peter Blatty made it felt like the movie was a bit more creepier, at times more dream or nightmare like. Just more interesting visual. So Max von Sydow found a butt plug, an ancient butt plug. Actually, it's one of those ancient anal beads. You stick it up and it vibrates. Here's his, he needs some acid. Some acid trip. Of course, this is the pills that he needs to take, which will result later on when he dies from it. And that's the thing, like, they bring in the Exorcist, and if you think about it, he didn't really finish his job. Like, they're going through all this. He dies before his job's finished, and it's just up to the other guy to just go, "Listen, you bitch, take me!" And he does, and then he jumps out the window. So, I mean, I guess you just say Max von Sydow gives the other, Jason Miller, faith again, strength again. But he still kind of failed at his job. He's an exorcist and he didn't exorcise the demon, so. I first saw this, it was back in the day on cable, I want to say. So this might have been around 98, 99. So that means I'm about 16 years old. And I was just bored out of my mind. I remember I watched this and I fell asleep twice. As oh, you just don't like. I didn't. The original Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Jaws, George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. Try to think of other 70s horror. Even non-horror. Let's look at non-horror. Love Assault on Precinct 13. Pretty much all the Dirty Harry films. All the President's Men. Dog Day Afternoon I saw recently and really enjoyed that. Serpico. I mean, this just never did anything for me. Maybe because of all the hype of this is the scariest movie, is one of the scariest movies. And I thought, what's so fucking scary about this movie? Like, again, I thought the third one had more creepy images, like these weird dreams. The idea of you having all your blood sucked out and then put into all these little packets, these little bottles that's on a table. Thought that was a creepy idea. The I'm not a fan of jump scares, but man, that has one of the best jump scares in horror film history. Just the third one I thought was, in my opinion, immensely better than this. You're alone. I don't give a fuck if I'm alone. It's my opinion. I'm not going to lie. Because I don't want to upset some people who get butthurt. I know how that goes. I get butthurt too. We all get butthurt. It is what it is. Like, this whole sequence, I feel, is drawn out. I feel it's immensely drawn out. He's wandering around. He finds a peace. He wanders around. He takes his pills. He wanders around. And I just think like this whole bit is just drawn out. Very drawn out. Like, well, what was the whole deal with that? People with guns ready to shoot him. Hey, I'm okay. Like, what's the deal with all that? Like, what's the point of having that? These guys ready to shoot him. No, that's okay. Then they back off. And let's pull him back, and okay, we're in some rubble. And is the same area he found that, I don't know, ancient anal bead or whatever? And there's a statue that looks like he's got a snake dick. I think he's got a snake dick, that statue. Hey, those dogs need neutered. Just looking at him. See what he's trying to do? He's trying to do the Vulcan thing, but he can't quite get his fingers out that statue. It does look like he's got a snake dick. Maybe he didn't. Maybe that's why he's so pissed. No one wants a snake dick. Well, maybe people want one as big as a snake, but not one that actually bites like a snake. Georgetown. I mean, we all have our different preferences. Like, for example, Friday the 13th. If each of us did a ranking of Friday the 13th, it'd be a very different type of ranking. There's nothing wrong with debating. There's nothing wrong with having fun and be like, what? What the fuck? If you're among friends, even non-friends, hell, they do that shit to me all the time. So if people could do it to me all the time, I could do it to other people all the time. Because we're all in the same league. We're all in the same ballpark. You get mad when people like a movie. No. Unless you're an asshole. Or you're a complete stranger and you're like, what the fuck? Like, people do that all the time. Again, I guarantee even subscribers of mine, they do that to me, and understandably so, and I think that's perfectly fine. They go, what the fuck? You like that movie? I'm like, yeah, you got a right to do it. And then we can talk and have fun, debate, and all that stuff. I've said it before, everybody, including me, including you, are hypocritical. But it's like people don't realize that, or people don't want to admit it. Human race on itself is a hypocritical creature. I mean, think about it. What's the main objective? Is to stay alive as long as possible. So you can breed, or you can do whatever. Just live as long as possible. That's the nature of the creature called human. Or any animal. And yet we'll do everything, like me right now. I'm drinking this soda. That by doing this is going to shorten my lifespan. In some incremental way or major way. Yet I'm still doing it. I want to live as long as possible, and yet I'm drinking this. Yet we're eating fast food. Yet we're taking these products that probably get the slightest hint. And we keep doing it. And we're going to keep doing it. It's just how it goes. By the stuff we eat, and the stuff we do, and the work we do, and the stress we put our bodies on. So I'm just watching this because I forgot that this was like she was an Ellen Burstyn played an actress who did movies. In this case, something about military campus and all that, based on that sign. And that's Jason Miller, who of course would be very prominent in the third one. I thought he did a good job in that one as well. Again, something just about the pacing of this film is just so off to me. Not off in a creepy or earwig, but just, I don't know. I get it. I'm not looking for ADD, Michael Bay type of movie. I'm really not. The Legend of Hell House. I enjoy that one with Roddy McDowall. Session 9. I absolutely love Session 9. Jacob's Ladder with Tim Robbins. I absolutely adore Jacob's Ladder. Just when I think of horror films like Jacob's Ladder and Session 9 feel more effective of horror to me than say this one. And maybe that's the thing is that every other list, this is like number 1, number 2, or number 3 of the scariest, best horror films of all time. And I'm sorry, I just don't agree. I don't feel it. If you do, good. I just don't. To me, I'm so neutral. And even the supposedly scary stuff, they just become either laughable to me, or they've been mocked so often that when you watch the real thing, it's like you just keep thinking of the mockery. You know, the twisting of the head. You look at Repossessed. You look at Scary Movie 2. You look at the Richard Pryor who did a skit. I forget if it was on SNL or was it on the Richard Pryor show. I can't remember which one. Might have been SNL. Yeah, I can't remember which. Now again, this is much better than Believer, and this is much better than Exorcist 2. I'll give you that. Exorcist the beginning. To be honest, I haven't seen that film since it came out, so I don't really remember much of it. I did the acting with Ellen Burstyn and Linda Blair isn't the issue. If I see Ellen Burstyn, I still laugh. And Exorcist Believer, I have a good friend, Michael Keane. Um, he's known as the Choice Voice on his movie channel. And I remember he saw my review of Exorcist Believer, and he said, "Wait a minute, you're telling me that they let a 90-year-old woman go up the stairs by herself?" And I'm like, "Well, she did it on her own. Like, they went into this place to get this girl to take to the hospital, and she just went upstairs by herself, and then tried to do a ritual, an exorcism, whatever, by herself." And she's supposedly an expert because she wrote these books, and she got her eyes fucking stabbed out because of her stupidity. Like, she didn't even wait for other people to be around. She didn't wait for the girl to be tied down. I'm sitting there going, Ellen Burstyn, well, you answered your own question as to earlier. How come they didn't let me in the exorcism in this movie? Because of the patriarchy. No, it's because you would have gotten your eye stabbed out in 1973. Instead, here you would have gotten, and then because you don't know what you're doing and you're stupid. Talk about the character. Just made her an idiot in the new one. A fucking moron. Fucking moron. And Exorcist 2 is a bad movie, but at least it's bad in more wild, crazy ways. Like the crazy score. Na 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 na. You know, na na na. And locusts and James Earl Jones wearing a locust outfit and this weird mind meld, whatever the hell thing. Trying to see what he's eating. Bread. What was the other? What was that, cake or something? I don't know, there was like cake or something, some dessert, I don't know. Sorry that I keep checking my phone. See? I'm already yawning. I mean, I get what it's doing. It's like, okay, let's introduce each of these characters and a bit of their environment. Max von Sydow as part, archaeologist. Ellen Burstyn as his actress, who's also a mother. Jason Miller and the bit with her mom, which comes up prevalent during the exorcism. Linda Blair and her being just a regular kid before she's possessed. I get what it's doing. Pretty clean basement, I'll say that. In Georgetown. Very clean basement. So it's supposed to infer how she got possessed is fucking around with this Ouija board. I didn't know she named it Captain Howdy. It's Captain Howdy time. Was it like a puppet or ventriloquist called Captain Howdy? Maybe also because I'm not really gun ho on exorcism movies in general. I mean, okay, if I look up a list of exorcism movies, because there's been a ton. I mean, a ton. Um, let's see. There's been 13 Exorcisms, Abbey, Alone, Amityville 2, Amityville 4, Amityville Exorcism, Annabelle Comes Home. Jesus. I like The Conjuring. I really enjoyed Delivers from Evil with Eric Bana. I think that's an underrated one. I like Exorcist 3. Yeah, this doesn't nearly show all of them. The beginning of Steer movie 2. Stigmata is okay. Like, I could watch it. I don't mind The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I would say I like it. Devil Inside My Ass, that one sucked. American Haunting, I thought that one sucked. Haunting Connecticut, I thought that one sucked. Let alone Haunting Connecticut 2, Ghosts of Georgia. I'm like, Connecticut, but it's Georgia. Okay. The Possession. Didn't give a fuck. The Last Exorcism. I like the lead guy's performance, but it's just typical found footage and typical found footage ending. Just lame. The Right. I forgot they even existed with Anthony Hopkins. Forgettable. The Witch. A24 bullshit. Oh, Delivers from Evil is on this list. Good. And it's the same guy who did The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Yeah, that's right, Scott Derrickson. So he did two I liked. I guess Constantine with Keanu Reeves technically is about that, and I enjoy that one. So yeah, Exorcist 3, Delivers from Evil, Exorcist of Emily Rose, The Conjuring. I guess if you include something like Constantine. But yeah, that's pretty much the maybe one or two others, but yeah, there's been a ton more. Maybe it's not even just exorcism, just like the demons. I mean, there's some I like, but just feels like just done too much, and that's why I thought it was a stupid idea for them to do another Exorcist film to begin with, because I'm like, if you want that, watch The Conjuring. I mean, what are you going to do that The Conjuring didn't do? And I would say I like The Conjuring more than this. I'll say that. I like the first Conjuring 2. I didn't mind. Third one would suck, but I would say I like the first Conjuring more than this. think particularly because I like the two investigators, Patrick Wilson and was it Vera Farmiga? Is that Linda Blair's picture? And she's in a prayer. Her bed was shaking. Because we found out later what that's about. Oh, I think there's a bit with the candle. I remember the trailer for The Exorcist. It would show this scene first. Ellen Burstyn coming into the light. Yeah, she has a candle, and the candle burst. Maybe because by the time I had seen this, I just seen so many other films, even at that time, that I just went, what's the big deal with this movie? I mean, yeah. I could name, again, the classic horror films I like 10 times over. It won't matter. There's still gonna be people pissed. Fuck it. Yeah, I mean, Jaws I could watch any day. George Romero's Dawn of the Dead, and even, Halloween. Watch any day. Well, Halloween I like. I don't know if I could say I'd watch it any day, but I like it. Yeah, but Jaws and Dawn of the Dead and Alien, those three I could watch any day. Those are probably three. There's an Alien sci-fi, but I would call horror as well. But yeah, Jaws, Dawn of the Dead, Alien, and Dawn of the Dead's not scary, but zombies, horror, action. Love those three. So I guess there's no flashlights in 1973. Just grab a flashlight and go up instead of a candle. I didn't think about that. Like, why couldn't you just get a flashlight? I didn't. Were there no flashlights in 1973? Yeah, coming up, the flame's gonna burst. There you go. Yeah, he's got a flashlight. Yeah, why didn't you just get that flashlight? So there you go. Well, why didn't you get that flashlight? Because then you can't have that flame thing. See, what you don't realize, this guy tearing the flowers, he's got to take his shit. That's why he's walking that way. You think he's walking that way so he doesn't drop these flowers, but he's like, I need to find a bathroom. I need to find it quick. I need to hurry, get these flowers in here. Is there a bathroom in a church? Now I wonder, I mean, there would have to be, right? There has to be, but I've never seen a bathroom in a church. But yeah, there would have to be. Right? There'd have to be one. Someone had fun. Now, pretty much his mom suffering from. Or is she dead? Does it know eventually she died because the devil fucks with him about it? what are the Pazuzu? What are the Pazuzu? The buddy boy with a picnic basket. Pazuzu. Yeah, where the fuck are you living, dude? You're her brother. Yo, if you weren't a priest, you'd be a psychiatrist. You have a fancy penthouse. Yeah, where the fuck are you? Skid Row? Jason Miller's ready to clock someone in the face. He's ready to say, get the fuck out of my face. Just everybody, get the fuck out of my face. You get the fuck out of my face too. You didn't even look at me, but I want you to get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm coming home. Cause you're psycho. You hear? Cause you're psychotic. You're psychotic. Or showcasing Jason Miller's anger as faith, anger at God, whatever. Wondering what's going on here. And then with the help of Max von Sydow, I guess the idea he gets his faith back, thus he commits a selfless act. Which I like that there's a finale to his character in the third film, where he can rest in peace. Isn't it where like she pisses herself? Which I get that's meant to be shock and oh my god, but I will admit made me laugh. Because I just kept thinking of or maybe I'm thinking of Scary Movie 2 and the parody of that. Or was that maybe a deleted scene in Scary Movie 2? And there might have been deleted scene in Scary Movie 2. It was in the movie or it was in the deleted scenes of Scary Movie 2 on the DVD. But I don't... By this time... If I said 99, that came out in 2001. Maybe I saw Exorcist later. Maybe I did see it, like, after Scary Movie 2. Yeah, I can't remember when I saw Exorcist. I know it was before 2002. It was between 97 and 2002 I saw it. Probably 98 and 2002. So yeah, I don't know if it was 99, I don't know if it was 2000, I don't know if it was 2001. I don't know. This guy's pissed. What's for dessert? Your ass is going to be handed to you by this old guy. This old Fody. You sleeping? I don't know, you woke me up. Actually, now that I think about it, is this the theatrical version? Well, it says special edition, but with the features, but it does not say the version you haven't seen or whatever the hell. So, I don't know if this is... Because I know there's the version you never seen, there was that one. I don't think this is it, though. Because it doesn't say anything about that. Yeah, so yeah, I don't think this has the spider walk and stuff in it, I don't think. Yeah, she pisses herself here, right? Yeah. See, I didn't mean to laugh. You pissed your pants. You pissed your pants. You pissed your pants. She has no pants, I know. Stop pissing yourself. Nerves. Nerves from what? Take your pills. But nerves from what? Have you seen any background as to how she would get nerves, like you say? Did they recently move? The dad passed away recently? Yeah, can you get the piss stain out? We'll try, man. Oh, this is where you get a bit more of the upheaval. Sorry, I just have to answer this. Yeah, sorry about that. I know it's a bit weird. Like, of course, Jason Mel has his friend. He knows the cop, the lieutenant, and of course, in The Exorcist 3, he's played by a different actor. This time, George C. Scott. But because the other actor, I think, had passed away. Can't remember if he had passed away or I think he had passed away. So you ever get this vision, this nightmare sequence. I think that's where he finds out his mom's dead. And he, of course, he can't hear what she's saying. There's the demon image. Like that scene with the dream scene and him running and the demon. That was well directed. Yeah. Of course, the doctor's not gonna know what the hell's going on. God, look at that. A doctor smoking in a hospital. That's the 70s. I mean, look at this. You have a doctor actually lighting a fucking cigarette, and I would assume they're still in the hospital, or what the hell you want to call this facility. You know, keep that cigarette with you, ain't you? Yeah. And that's the thing, like, I get what it's trying to do here. And to be perfectly, I know this sounds lame, but I'm trying to also look at the phone because I'm trying to just like my eyes are kind of wandering around. Where, like I said, I get what it's trying to do. Is just I really don't find this interesting at all. Like we know what this is. We know this is all a fruitless venture. We know she's possessed. By time, I mean, when you're going, the film's called The Exorcist. You kind of fucking know. Well, it's not her brain. Signs ain't gonna do shit. You need to call The Exorcist. It's on the fucking cover. The poster, the cover, like you know, like so you're just waiting for that to happen, and this is all just a fruitless venture. Yeah. That does look good though. The procedure, like obviously it's just okay. You have some type of wire and you shoot the thing with the blood spitting out, but with the angle that he uses and try to be a methodical procedure, it does give you a bit of a win. So I'll say that, like, ew, the throat and stuff. Now we don't give you some shot treatment, so be careful. Uh oh, I've seen this before. Bruce Banner or David Banner became the Hulk because of this. Don't blame me. Watch the intro to the Hulk from the 70s. I'll give her some dose of gamma radiation. That'd be funny to put one up. It's the shape of a cross. There's nothing there. But yeah, it's supposed to be like, okay, this is what really happened. People would take him to a doctor. The doctor's saying there's nothing wrong. So, what will lead someone to go to an exorcist? They wouldn't just go there right away. No, you would go to a doctor. You would see what the doctor would say, what the doctor would infer, what the doctor would find out. And look, they're not finding anything out. So then the mother's trying to think of what else can she do for this girl, for her daughter. Now that's a headbanger's ball. Bang your head. That, jump, say jump. Now cue some Van Halen music. Jump, jump. That's a bitch smack. I'm sorry, just going, fuck me, fuck me. Sorry, I know I'm not supposed to laugh at that, but fuck me, fuck me. Something about this. You fucking cocksucker motherfucker. Like that type of stuff. It makes me laugh. I know I'm not supposed to. Maybe the game man out James Woods gonna pull out his gun and shoot her in the face. Like the beginning of Scary Movie 2. Or when he first enters, fuck this, and leaves. Oh, bullshit. Pathological states. Give me a break of that Kit Kat bar. Whatever. See, I mean, now it's just more of this medical shit, and we know it's bullshit, and we're almost an hour in. And this is probably around the first time I fell asleep the first time I saw it. It's just, I'm sitting there going, in the first hour, what have I seen that's supposed to be creepy? Bats found Seed Owl, looks at the anal bead, or whatever the hell it is. The I don't know why I laughed at that. Christ, I don't even smoke grass. I think just because, nowadays no one would ever say grass. Of course, it'd be weed, or I've never done drugs. I've done no drugs, not even marijuana, or not even weed. But this is the 70s, so of course they would say grass. That'd probably be a young person go, what the fuck, grass? Was she, a cow? Why would she eat grass? No, grass was another way older folks called marijuana. The marijuana. No, it's not the grass the cows eat. Psychiatrists ain't gonna do shit. Because you be a bit of the cold, which will be further showcased later on during the exorcism, because demon shit, that's why. And of course, I think they kept like refrigeration units to make sure people get the actual breath sincerely out there so that you could see visually. Bert from Aliens? Yeah, different Bert. So I think of Bert or think of Paul Reiser and Aliens, the dickhead. It's like, good, I'm glad that character, not Paul Reiser, I have nothing against Paul Reiser, but the character Bert. I already forgot who the fuck Bert was, and you look just like I feel. Speaking of aliens. See, that's what I mean, like, I'm gonna get a lot. You know, why do I care if people give me shit about it? Why do I care? Why do I keep mentioning about it? Just, if you really don't care, don't mention about it. Okay, thank you, Matt number 2. You're right. You're right. You're right. Fuck it. But I forgot who the fuck Burke was, to be honest. Who the fuck was Burke? Burke. Yeah, who the fuck was Burke? Oh, was that the director? Okay, yeah, that was the director. Oh, sometime later, he's babysitting Radian. He is tailed by Radian while possessed by Pazuzu, who used superhuman strength to break Danny's neck, turn his head completely around, and throw him from Radian's bedroom window. His body then rolled down the steps linking M Street to Prospect Street. I didn't even. Yeah, okay. That's why the window was open. That's why the window was open. There you go. So, there you go. Yeah, that's why it was open. Like, fuck you. Suck a dick. This is the Tinderman, right? In this movie? Oh, this is the first time they're meeting. Yeah, Tinderman. Which is so weird then that later on in like the third movie, it makes it seem as if they were really good friends when they first met here. Well, some people become friends real quick and fast. Okay, yeah, this is where he tells how that guy died. Okay, so that's why. Obviously, in the Linda Blair turns her head 360, but that's why in Exorcist Believer, there's a scene where took the person and twisted their head because we hear her doing it in this movie to that guy. His head was twisted around. Well, what if we see it now? And that's just Believer. Well, it becomes a lot less effective and kind of looking like shit. Sorry, I'm not talking much, but there's really not much for me to talk about because it's just like they're discussing. I know they're gonna be like the lamest commentary ever. Just half the time I'm just not doing much talking. Well, those stairs are definitely going to be prominent later on. Very, very prominent. You know what that means? You gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. You gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Oh, this is when she drones in and the dresser starts moving. I recognize the clothes. The crucifix. Yeah, the crucifix masturbation scene. See, it just feels like everything is so drawn out. Idea that's supposed to be, I don't know, man. It feels like everything just takes forever to get going and happen. Again, this is gonna be the most boring fucking commentary in existence. I know. I'm sure nobody is watching by this point. I don't blame you, except maybe Shawn. Because, like I said, I'm not a fan of this movie. I didn't grow up with this film like other people did. I don't think it's this masterpiece like some people make it out to be. I'll be honest, there's a part I can respect it, but at the same time, I don't really understand the masterpiece. I really don't. Exorcist 3, I understand more. But I don't. I just don't understand the big deal. I don't understand the big. Just fucking boring. I find it fucking boring. It's boring, boring, boring. Fucking boring. This is what Michael Bay shit. No, Halloween I don't find boring. Texas Chainsaw Massacre I don't find boring. Jaws I do not find boring. Alien I do not find boring. Dog Day Afternoon, not horror, but All the President's Men and Justice for All. Serpico I did not find boring. Even Amityville Horror I didn't find that boring. And now it's like, crucifix mutilation. Lick me. On the cabin's gonna get me. Well, that's the way to end a scene. She's in the middle of this 180 head turn. Your cunting daughter. What a way with words. Your cunting daughter. Well, I'll say this: the acting is not the problem in this film. It's not. I think the actors all do a good job. And there is at least some type of shock value. You know, the 180 head turn, the masturbation crucifix scene, some bits of the exorcism that feels like big events within the movie. Exorcist Believer, like, felt like nothing happened in that movie. Nothing. But I just, again, I just let her know, whatever, you know, wherever the hell. Whatever, whatever, whatever. I guess really not something you hear asked every day, at least at this point. Jason Miller didn't seem like he really did a whole lot, since, you know, after the release of this film, because you didn't really hear much of him after this, other than, again, Exorcist 3. Passed away in 2001. 62 years old, still way too young. He was in something called The Nickel Ride, 1977, The Devil's Advocate, which he was like fourth build, The Next Confederation, that championship season. When I hear that voice and you see those eyes, I'm thinking, okay, is that just some psychological thing? Oh, this is the puke. Good makeup, I'll say, is good makeup effects. But like someone puking on you, I wouldn't call scary. That's the thing. Is like it's event people remember. And was it a feature? Was it The Burbs? Like Tom Hanks is flipping through channels, and one of them is that scene, and then one of them is the scene Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 when Leatherface comes in through the wall. I always remember that probably the first time I even saw footage of this movie was at The Burbs with Tom Hanks. Someone projectile vomits you like that, and you still think she's just a psycho. Do a lot of psychos just projectile vomit green bile like that? Is that like a common thing I don't know about? Are they psychos? Psychos don't explode when sunlight hits them. I don't give a fuck how crazy they are. I think of that scene from Dust Till Dawn. I don't. I didn't do psychos just projectile vomit green bile. Again, is that like a common thing I don't know about? You know, it's not just vomit, but it's like, and hey, what do I know? Hey, buddy, I know you. Wafers. That's right, eat it. Isn't that a bit weird though? It's like, take this. This is my body. Eat my body. So what? They want all. Jesus wanted us to be cannibals. He gave the cup to his disciples and said, "Take this. All of you, drink from it. This is the cup of my blood." So he wants to be cannibals. That's what Jesus wants. Jesus wants us to be cannibals. Eat my skin and drink my blood. So Jesus was a cannibal. Was he Army Hammer? This is like fake water. Is that really holy water? Is that the thing? Like, no, this isn't really holy water. It's just tap water. I don't know. I thought that was maybe something like it wasn't really holy water. Yeah. So yeah. So I can't. I don't remember if that was really holy water. I thought it was just like tap water. You just wanted to do a test, like you're reacting to tap water. But maybe also in the hands of a priest, it still will be considered holy water just because a priest did it. I don't know. The amulets out of it. Okay, so the dad's in Europe, and that's all we get out of it. Okay, so yeah, I was right. It was tap water. See, like again, I get this trying to be this very realistic procedural way of how do you go from it's possessed, then you look at the doctors, and you look at psychiatrists, then you look at the priest, and the priest doesn't believe, then you have to make him believe, then you have to get evidence, so then they would get an exorcist to believe, and it's this try methodical procedural way of doing it, and like I can understand the idea, I can understand the thought process. But I didn't like camera work wise. There's nothing I think really stands out. Cinematography wise, it's fine. The acting is good, but just the story is just not that intriguing or involving to me. I mean, when you look back, like you don't get much of a sense of Linda Blair before she gets possessed. Like again, like three or so scenes. It feels like only three or so scenes, and then she's possessed the whole time. Again, nice makeup effects, nice technical aspects. Again, make you feel the cold in there from the breath. Like that's another good piece of makeup effect. Like that is a good effect. That'll give it help me. They did a nice job on that effect. Like that scene, I did like. That scene is effective. I could give you that scene. Over 90 minutes in the movie. It's only, hour and 33 minutes, at least. I guess, well, not really, because this is with that 2 minute William Friedkin introduction, so I guess it'd be like an hour and 31 or so, but. I don't know why I like the idea that Father Merrin went to Woodstock. They're asking about his health. Of course, we know about is the pills he takes. The exorcism last time almost killed him, so now that he's in poor health, it is going to kill him. And that's the thing, he said he didn't really succeed. I mean, again, I did just say weakened it long enough for Jason Miller to do his thing and give his life for the girl. Which is crazy. In the second one, I don't think he even mentions the Jason Miller's character. Now I will say, like, this is another good looking shot, the poster shot. Like I was talking about the look of the film. This is a good looking shot with the light. And you see the light going right towards the window. And you kind of see him like looking up. The Exorcist. Just think of the narrator of the voice. I think it was Percy Rodriguez, because he did a lot of voice work for trailers back then. He did the voice work for Jaws, Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, this 80s film called Mutants with Wings Hauser. I think Chopping Mall he did. He did a lot of movie trailers. He was just the best voice for a trailer. Close behind was what's his name? God, I used to remember his name. And then Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime himself, he's up there for movie trailer voices. But yeah, Percy Rodriguez is definitely number one trailer voice. Which, I mean, they don't really do that anymore because I know it's considered old hat and corny and things of that nature, but oh, she gotta sit down here because it's the patriarchy. No, it's because what are you gonna do? You hired these guys to do a job. So you're there to do a job. And that's the thing, like, what is she going to do in there? We find out later in Believer, what got her, somehow got her eyes stabbed out or something else stabbed out. Like I said, it makes it weird in Exorcist 3 that George C. Scott like is playing Lieutenant Tenderman. It makes it seem as if him and Jason Miller were such good friends when they've only shared like what 2 scenes or so, 1, 2 scenes, whatever. Let's say like this stuff is like spit in people's eye with the tongue. I just don't find that scary. I don't find that frightening. I don't find that creepy. Maybe because also with the whole thing with exorcisms, it's like, in a way, I want to believe in religion and God, the devil, all that stuff. But at the same time, like I want to believe it, but at the same time, I don't know. Is it really true, or do we want to believe in it because the idea of you die and there's absolutely nothing, you never get to see your family, your friends, or anything, but again, is it even more frightening thought? So it's one of those things that, I don't know, is agnostic the right word? I don't know. I'm just unsure. Open-minded, but unsure as well. Again, like, your mother such cocks in hell. I find that laughable of a line. I don't find that like, well, I do find it that, not, oh my god. So maybe I'm just the wrong audience for this one. Like, you suck my cock. Be my guest, lady. Bitch. You suck my dick, bitch. How about that? How about them apples? You suck my dick, bitch. Ba 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 ba, bitch. Bitch, 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 bitch. How about you suck my dick, you bitch. Whoa. Father Carers, get your shit. God damn it. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. It's a roller coaster ride. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. There's that little flash of the demon there. Oh. Yeah, no room for Jello, I guess. Probably should make sure he had his damn pills on him, just in case. To be quick as possible. And there you see his health. Debilitating health. There's another special effect. Yeah, nice makeup effects, I'll give you that. I mean, this is definitely the most memorable part of the movie is the exorcism itself. I mean, and that, you could say that's what the whole build up is for this. And there's definitely a lot more to this, again, compared to Exorcist Believer. A lot more to this exorcism. I mean, this right here, where the holy water is breaking her skin, the door closed and it cracks, the levitation here. Power of Christ compels you. That's definitely a memorable bit that I know was referenced in the film This Is the End, among many other stuff. I just don't know what else to say, man. I just don't know what else to say. Of course, that's yeah, and the direction comes off, I would say, in this whole section here. Some nice, interesting visuals. Sure you don't want to tie her up again? Yeah, you better be taking more of those damn pills. Guess you can't take more than one. Mess with you, they mess with you. Mess with you. Oh yeah, doesn't he go up and Father Marin is dead? I think that's good. I don't know why the hell he'd go back there by himself, but whatever. And there you go. That's that sense of certainty. Is she gonna die? No. Without you know, ton of words, you say that's when his faith is fully showcased. There you go. Now it's just beat the shit out of him. Or her, I should say. There's his faith. There you go. Ooh. So yeah, this is the, because there's no spider wall. This is the more quote original version, not the. You see his fingers, so. Of course, what sucks is that technically that means from here to the third film, he's trapped in here in this body, or however you want to call it. Wonder what it would be with the police investigation. Two priests die near you. One jumped out of a window. One's found dead. I guess it's just like, well, one died of his heart, the other suicide, I guess. But there you go. Yeah, sorry, now it's just, London Blair kissing the cheek of Father Dyer, which I'm like, well, what the hell did he do? But I guess just for him being a priest. Hmm. As the car kept going, just explodes. What the fuck? Wow, what an ending. What the shit? Man, what a twist. I mean, watches this film again. Like I said, I'm still not big on the film. I'm just not. I respect it for what it did and what it could accomplish, but like I said, this just isn't for me. I just find it's well acted. There's some good uh, directorial sequences and the exorcism scenes, things of that nature. But again, I'm just not that gun ho about the movie. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I just find it rather boring. I find it, for the most part, uneventful. I don't find it that scary. Credit to the makeup effects guys like Dick Smith. Credit to and some of the visual touches William Friedkin had in that third act. Kudos to the actors. So no, I do not think this is a bad film. It's just not a film that, unless it's a request, I will never see it again. I much preferred the third movie. But again, not a bad film, just not a film for me. So with that said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.